All right, warriors, gather round. Psst, hey, come here. We're going to take a badass walk on the beach, but before we do that, let's do a breathing exercise. Let's hold aside 5 seconds so that we can make room to connect some more dots and go, aha. Did you ever have a moment where you were wondering, what is an aha moment? What the fuck are they talking about, puzzle pieces? How can some of these content creators remain so damn positive after being done so wrong? You see, you got a lot of people claiming they were victims of narcissists, but never experienced the getting poisoned, getting drugged, sent to mental institutions wrongfully, have records, police records, because they fell for a setup. 5 seconds is going to get us to focus so we don't continue to fall for setups. See, many of y'all think you're exempt, that you're fucking exempt from ever falling for this shit ever again, and you're not. That's the false confidence I need to break you from so that you can have a state of awareness, not with panic, but with balance. Because every now and again when you trip up, get your ass handed to you, I need to shake it off and get back in the damn ranks. That just means, look, you fell off your path again. What you forgot to do was make a decision and reference it back to what it is that provided you the moral compass to have a feeling like you just done the wrong thing. Did it hit a nerve? You see, that's called your conscience. And the reason you can sleep well at night, even though it's hard, look at me, you can sleep better knowing you did it right. That's what gives you peace of mind. And this is why I need you to take 5 seconds, because narcissists are going to try and poke at you to provoke you to react like you're guilty of something you're not. And what looks more guiltier is this than someone trying to defend their truth, yelling, screaming, huffing, puffing, because you know you've been wrong. You just look like you haven't. 5 seconds, warriors, let's do this. Let's take a badass walk on that beach. And let's talk about what we need to be listening for when I tell you. Observe, listen without absorbing. Because I'm going to go over some shit. It's going to be a lot. You may want to save this video. And things that you can pay attention to keep you from getting your ass handed to you. Because now you're more aware of your surroundings. This is how you become better at not being a victim. More often than not. Ooh. Listen up now. Listen. Are you listening? Let's do this. Come on. 5 seconds. Now I'm so proud of my shell. Did I tell you I'm a shellology, archaeology, historist? It's the paperweight now. Damn thing. It's so cool. Okay, 5 seconds. Come on. Release slowly, slowly. Come on. All right. How did that feel? How did that feel? Did it feel like it was a long time? Because let me tell you, I'm going to ask you to remember to do that in your mind space. In your mind space, not where folks can see you doing it. I'm going to ask you to do that when you feel anxious, you feel butterfly feelings, or horny. Either one. Oh, we're going to keep it real today. Either one, what it should do is move you from entertaining temptations so much as set that little shit aside for a moment and go, and allow logic to take the space of emotions and feelings. That's that transition. I want you to feel that, because it takes about 5 seconds for a first impression. But it also takes that same 5 seconds for you to make your mind up. I'm just asking you that this is your first line of defense. Because if you don't, the setups you're going to fall for, dang it, man. Look, the sleight of hands when you're dealing with some of these narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, is the fact that it's so easy now to use technology and artificial intelligence and chat GPT, where your voice can now be simulated. For all practical reasons, you can be cloned. And in doing so, you can be set up to a place of isolation where you can be done away with simply because you don't want to participate or you rub somebody wrong. And the avatars that will be used in these fake accounts to communicate with you a sense of urgency to go and help you and exploit your empathy, your give a damn, is going to be used against someone you have in your friends list, not against them. They will use their identity to pretend to get you to respond without you knowing you're being lured in, catfished. Because they know you'll respond to someone else other than them, and that alone in itself pisses them off unlike nothing. They reach snap levels. This is why it's so important that if you don't know who them messages came from, you have no idea who they are, you got random texts, you got this, you get this. You do not owe anyone an explanation for just deleting it. Don't even read them. Do you understand that there's viruses and malware programs that can be sent via a message without you even having to open the file? All you have to do is read the damn message. So warriors, that's why it's even more important for you to have the ability to fight the temptations to read something. You know good and well you ain't got no relative that left you a will with $2 million in Nigeria. What the fuck? Don't allow your thirst to compromise the peace you earned. Are you listening? Coming closer. I don't think you're listening. Dang it, man. And look, they're going to use others in your circle to triangulate. They're going to first win them over. They've been doing that. They've been busying themselves. If you play this like a chess player and you remove yourself and alienate all, and I mean all, then what you've done is totally annihilated the narcissist's power. Zero, because they no longer exist. There's no one they can talk to that you give a shit about, that you'll ever hear from, and it doesn't matter, and it won't change your life. And let me remind you of something. For many of you, it's not like they was paying your damn bills. You was footing everyone else's bill on top of being an emotional tampon. When you hear two people having a conversation And you know the both of them. Let's just say you're in a lunchroom, you're at a bar, you're at a club, or we have this thing over here called Top Golf. Sometimes you run into folks back and forth, restaurants, right? What you're listening for are the conversations that I call ghost conversations that tickle your ears, but relatively giving you not operating knowledge of something experienced between two people sharing that otherwise you may not have never ever known of something or someone else. And I'll give you an example. It's kind of like two people talking. They go, man, I'm just not going to go out with them again. I just don't understand them. For whatever reason, I shared some of the things that in life that taught me great lessons, and all they can do is remind me of my past mistakes all the time. And they only reach out with me when they need me and ignore me when I need them. And it's just, it's just like they seem to feel better about putting people down. Does that sound like superior entitlement? Pay attention, warriors, because when two people talk like that, even they having the conversation are missing the boat entirely. That they may be dealing with a narcissist, a sociopath, or psychopath, not someone that was just having a bad day. Because sometimes single people like to keep people single. Many of you are getting advice from people that aren't interested in relationships, and it doesn't matter what you throw their way, they will not help you find a solution to become better, because cooperation and respect are required as a foundation to build on, even in business. How much more so in relationships? Look, you're going to argue with me? You know what relationships are all about, don't you? So now when you hear conversations or someone's dropping dime and you hear things like, it just seems like they lack understanding and boundaries, that should tickle your ears to understand, perhaps lacking empathy here. And then when they come and the imposter, the diplomat comes, because look, every broom sweeps clean for 30 days. Every new broom sweeps clean for 30 days. That means everyone's on their best behavior for at least 30 days before the mask falls off, before we start pointing out things we don't like about the others. You feel me? That's when the real comes out. This is when you're supposed to pay attention to how folks handle rejections, how they handle the word no. And look, being the shy coach that I am in person, have we ever met? You'll on occasion hear, fuck no. And I meant it. Look, warriors, after a while, you're going to realize, without hesitation, it's being blunt and bold for your truth, and not forgetting to remember you are the student still. Don't be beyond teachable, but observe more by what it is you're seeing and listening to, because you're going to listen to things like, I'm tired of being guilt tripped, when you know good and well what that means. It means controlling. It means someone's trying to overpower, is what guilt tripping is. It's someone else's inability to communicate beyond certain words and aren't capable to dial it in, to communicate. We need to be able to reinterpret others' languages. Are you feeling me? And you're going to hear things like, it's almost like they're so jealous. But what you're not hearing is controlling in some cases. And The triangulation will not participate in your favor. Why? Misery loves company. When have you ever gotten badass advice from singles to stay single? Oh, all kind of badass advice, for sure. But they will never ever uplift you so that you can stay and not spend more time with them. And see, by you coming over to their side, by you allowing yourself the temptations, it just proves even more so that they made the betterest decisions than you did, picking family and all. What the hell's the matter with you? Wanting to have companionship with respect, and later a seed of love can be planted, because you got a taste of what love isn't. Oh, I know you're listening now. Look, don't be overly defensive. Don't posture. And don't carry around a chip on your damn shoulder. You sport a smile of confidence. And you remember, there ain't a damn war stripe on any of y'all that was gifted. Can I get a what? I wish a bitch would. Bring it on down. And look at here. Narcissists got their place. They do. Hear me out. In Texas, they're fixing to pass a law where they're going to no longer have state inspection for the cars. You used to, you have to have a sticker, state inspection. They're doing away with that. A lot of people ain't thinking. People's bitching and they're crying about it and all this. I remember when they didn't have it a long time ago, and when they didn't have it, we also had no problems as much as we ever did with mosquitoes. So let me tell you, the day of the hoopty is back. You bring them gas burners, oil slick, come on. Them mosquitoes are getting out of hand and we need some help. In fact, we don't call them hoopties here. We call it vintage. Kind of like some folks likes to call themselves vintage. Let me tell you something. A narcissist never ages like fine wine. It's more like sour milk. Now y'all get your asses out there knowing that. Look at me. You're badasses. I'm proud of every damn one of you. Every damn one of you. It's a hard pill to stomach, I know. Every now and again, though, I need to share with you some real, because right now some of you got soft hearts and a hard head. And so what I'm having to do is soften that ass. So, because that's the only way this much got through to you. You feel me? And so the truth is, you're not gonna you can't call a timeout on the abuse. It's not gonna happen. It's when it comes in more from different angles. And that's why I want to share these things that are happening around you that you're not paying attention to, like these setups. Like people trying to lure you into places where you don't belong, emergencies that are fake, flat tires, someone's in the hospital, this, that, the other. No, don't fall for that shit. It's why it's so important for you to have people on your damn side that talk about not what you already know. Many of you know more about the damn narcissist than you know about your fucking selves. Come on now. It's time to wipe your own ass. We're adulting here. We're gonna grow like that. We're gonna have it on a certain level now. Because we speak a different language. See, we know the narco language, and that's why we can reverse the narcology. We can play their shit right back to them, and they can't stand it, and that's how we figure them out. The problem they have is they can't speak our language. It's cryptic. They'll pretend, and we catch them every time. What I'm training you to do is Start trusting what you feel, and that's really gonna freak you and them out. I got you on this. Baby steps. Ooh, come on now. You gotta first learn how to paddle before you can stand up. We're gonna surf it, man. We're gonna make some awesome rides in the midst of your chaos, making you the calm in the storm. Now get out there and own it. Tomorrow's another day. Thanks for your support. Thank you so much, so much. Y'all, I even found a scooter for the Amazon, my Amazon wish list. Check it out. I'm wishing, y'all, I'm wishing. That scooter costs like the price of 2 bicycles. Can you imagine? Like two mountain bikes? My gosh, I found one on there, and that would like save me so much gas. And that little cargo deal, it could hold like 2 weeks worth of rations. I could like just travel on that little moped. It is so freaking cool. Same color as a Jeep, man. That's awesome. And I think if I lay it down just right, I might can put it in the back of the Jeep, but if not, it's not that heavy that I couldn't put it on its own trailer. But man, y'all take a peek at that. That is so cool. Anyway, thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of your support. And look, I challenge this much. I challenge you this. If you've got nothing good to say, keep it to yourself. Don't allow negativity to permeate in your space that you work so hard for. Contain your place of peace. Now that's a fucking order. It's never goodbye. Always until next time. I'll ask for a report in the morning. Namaste.